Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
I'm Charlie Neff.
And today we're talking about DJ Khaled's special delivery because he got an unexpected package at his front door overnight.
Yeah, and it's a little scary.
It's a little scary for sure. We'll also talk about Alec Baldwin and Hilaria Baldwin's show.
You mean Hillary?
Hilaria. Their show came out overnight on TLC and people have a lot of thoughts.
Yes, he's opening up a lot.
He is. And finally, Prince Harry, he may come under Donald Trump's microscope because it appears there's a chance he might have lied on his visa documents.
Oh.
Which would be bad news for him and Meghan Markle.
And by the way, we are live, you guys. So if you have any comments about any of the stories, any suggestions, any comments about us, our amazing producers, Branson and Wild, are combing through, and we will get to those at the end of the show.
A coffin. A coffin appeared outside DJ Khaled's home, and it read, R.I.P. OVO, R.I.P. Drake. And it's interesting that this landed at the front of Khaled's house.
Yeah.
As opposed to Drake's. I mean, maybe they didn't have international shipping to get it to Canada.
Right.
But it was a strange little delivery, and they don't know who dropped off this coffin. But interestingly, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he had received a coffin in the mail. Well, probably not in the mail. They probably just dropped it off. Delivery a couple days earlier. So who is, being the UPS driver, driving around these coffins to celebrities' homes?
No idea, but there's actually a police investigation into this. So there was a police report that was filed. Apparently, these coffins were claimed to be from a delivery company. And after they were given permission, the two drove to DJ Khaled's property and deposited the black coffin outside of his gate. And, it was pretty scary, and cops say that the guard had the coffin destroyed and tossed in the trash.
Well, yeah.
But they're looking into it.
So-
I just don't know. First of all, wouldn't you want to keep that for evidence? I'd be on that thing getting fingerprints.
True.
I've seen a lot of those crime shows
Yeah.
don't touch anything. There could be a hair. I'll get some little tweezers, pick up the hair, put that in a jar.
You're so right, Neff. This actually has me thinking maybe it comes, there might be someone in Khaled's team that dropped off the coffin. Maybe it's the security guard themselves.
Trying to scare him, maybe
Trying
to get more work.
Oh, Neff, you've cracked the case.
Obviously, we haven't. This is just speculation.
Right. But it's peculiar. So DJ Khaled and Drake had been in some sort of beef over who left who off whose album and just music beef. And then for the Drake coffin to be dropped outside Khaled's house, I don't know what these little pranksters are trying to say. What is the message? What message are you taking from a Drake coffin being dropped outside Khaled's house?
That his career is done.
That Drake's career is done.
Yeah.
So why?
So it says R.I.P. OVO.
But why'd they drop it outside Khaled's house?
They probably had the wrong address.
They think so?
Yes.
They went to celebrity star maps and they had,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
Khaled.
a lot of celebrities live in Miami, right? This was in Florida.
Yes,
So it's
yes.
definitely possible. Mistaken identity.
But then Tekashi had a similar one done at his house.
Well, people say his career's over too.
Well, maybe that's it,
Because
Charlie.
of the whole rap thing, right?
But it'd be a bit scary. Hopefully this is just a metaphor, or I don't know if you'd feel a little bit worried if you were Khaled or Drake.
If someone put an R.I.P. Charlie Cotton casket outside your house.
It'd be outside your house though, this is
Why mine?
because we're podcast hosts together.
Oh, so it'd be both of ours?
Maybe. If someone did a coffin with my name on it, I think I'd be a little worried.
Yeah, no, I would too. I'd be very spooked. But I do love some Halloween.
Oh, true. Oh, if it was around Halloween time.
Oh,
it'd be
yeah, I'd
perfect.
be I'd set it up. I get a little skeleton on the side, doing one of these.
Yeah.
I'd make it a whole, set.
Okay, on to our next story. Alec Baldwin is opening up about his PTSD from the Rush shooting. And it has some people going, is that insensitive, making it about you and your trauma? There's a kid without a mother right now.
Right.
But it was very interesting that this show is going to be very entertaining, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they have, like, what, 7 kids or something insane? Like, it's just
And like a
chaos.
similar amount of animals as well.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, we haven't really seen Alec opening up so much
Yeah.
about, like, how he felt about everything. Look, do we care? I don't know, that's another discussion, but it is his show, so we know we have to get that from him. Like, I think it would've been weirder if he had this whole reality show and didn't address what, like, took up, like, the narrative for, like, 5 years.
Well, I think also that tragedy is kind of why this show exists. I think that
So you don't think he would have gotten a deal unless he wasn't in headlines like that?
I don't think he would have taken a deal. Like I think that
Oh,
him and Hilaria, they sort of like the narrative was against them for years
yeah.
with all of this happening, and so this show is an attempt from them to reclaim their brand, to tell their side of the story, and stop having media say how they're feeling and what they're doing. Well, this is what they say. This is what they're saying on camera, which is like, we want to own our narrative, right?
Yep.
Which makes a lot of sense. Alex says, look, I'm 66 years old. I got a bunch of these kids. You know, maybe in the past I'd be off shooting a movie or doing this or doing appearances. But now I want to bring my work closer, well, in fact, into the home so that he can stay at home. You know, he's got a 2-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
So he's like, I got all these kids. I want to work from home, essentially.
I thought the, like, saddest, most depressing part about all this look, I know, like, Alec Baldwin, especially, like, his wife, are not really loved, right?
No.
But one part that actually made me feel something for Alec is when he was on the show and he said, quote, "My good friend said to me the other day, 'How are you doing?' And I said, 'I'm happier when I'm asleep than when I'm awake.'" That
Hmm.
is so sad. I think everyone's kind of maybe been in, like, a relatable situation where they're, like,
Where you
going through.
shot someone and killed them and
No, but, like, maybe in, like, other ways, right? Where it's just like, "Oh, today I got dumped and I'm, like, in depression," or,
Mm,
"I just lost my grandfather," or whatever, where you feel like, what's going on? Like, I
mm.
I don't wanna be living the life I'm living." So, I just felt like that was really sad and, like, kind of a relatable comment.
Well, I'm sorry for whatever you're going through, Neff.
Oh, no! I
I'm
mean,
glad. I'm
oh,
glad that you
Charlie,
got
I
Alex.
love that you're acting there's been no lows in your life.
I mean, I've just been on like an upwards trajectory for years.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
But I actually agree, and maybe it was a good idea for them to take the reality show because watching it, I do feel like Alec Baldwin is somewhat humanized and softened in a way. Like,
I guess me saying, like, even just that, like, I related to that or felt something from that, that's already a win
that's a
for them.
win.
Yeah.
So I never would have thought Alec would be the guy to have a reality show. Like he hates paparazzi, he hates the entertainment machine,
Yeah.
but now he's got a reality show. So I always thought like Hilaria's pushing him into this and he wouldn't want to do it. But it seems like he's happy to be there and like, he's just kind of a new man since this tragedy happened and he's had to evolve.
And I mean, she also is looking to get something out of this too, right?
Well,
Because
yeah.
she had her own, like, criticisms where, like, she's always claimed to be from Spain and always had, like, some accent where she's like, "Oh, Alec," she, like, tries
Alec,
to, like, put on this accent that we learned later. She's, like, actually Hillary from Boston.
well, she addresses this in the
Yeah.
show that she goes, I love English, or she says, I love English. I also love Spanish. And when I
Oh,
mix the
boy.
two, it doesn't make me inauthentic. It makes me normal. Yeah, I mean, she grew up in Boston, but all her family's from Spain
Uh-huh.
or lives in Spain now. So she
Mhm.
says when she talks to them, she speaks in a Spanish accent, and that rubs off on her English accent or American accent, and now she
Mhm.
speaks Spanglish or whatever.
Did you buy it?
I just don't know anymore. I just
Right.
don't know anymore. I like the controversy. It's entertaining.
It
but
is
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, on to our next story. I had to fight to keep this story in the mix, Neff.
Oh.
I'm way more interested in Prince Harry, Meghan Markle drama than the rest of us, I think.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it.
I'm so into it. I
Okay.
think it's because I relate to it,
Because he's, like, a part of the, like, British monarchy, and you're a part of the Commonwealth being from Australia?
It's just this really successful, beloved guy
Oh,
from another
okay.
country marries an American, and now all of a sudden, what's
like
his life like?
Hallmark movie.
It just feels, I relate to it. So he's over here, and he may have some visa issues. So like that's something I relate to too. So there's
Did you have visa issues?
Well, I mean,
aren't you technically like a citizen?
I'm a green card I'm a permanent resident now.
Oh, okay.
But Harvey
Congrats.
owned me for many years. I was under.
because he had your visa.
He had my visa in his hands. He could cut it up anytime he wanted. But now I'm married, so now my wife owns me.
Oh, how convenient.
Yes. But Department of Homeland Security is gonna unseal some of Prince Harry's visa documents, which is crazy. A right-wing think tank, one of those ones that sort of came up with Project 2025 and that sort of stuff. They have been trying to get Harry's visa documents because
Why?
in Harry's memoir, Spare, he talks about how he has used cannabis, cocaine, magic mushrooms he admits to.
I mean, don't we kind of know that from his past? Remember when he was in Vegas, he got naked and he was like a known party boy?
He was an assumed party boy.
I don't think there was any assuming when he was naked at a pool table or whatever it was.
But here in black and white, he says that he has taken these drugs, right?
Okay.
So that means in a visa document.
Do you want to admit?
I've never taken any drugs. Are you serious? I have never taken any drugs.
Charlie.
In a visa document, you're supposed to disclose that sort of stuff. Just like, you know how Hunter Biden was supposed to disclose that he had taken drugs and then when he got a gun.
Yeah.
And then, that came back to bite him on the butt.
Yes.
Well, now Harry, hopefully for his sake, had admitted that he had been a drug user, because if he didn't admit that in the visa document, that can be just cut up. His visa can be denied. He can be deported, anything.
But isn't he married to Meghan, who lives here? Like, same situation as you, right?
Yes, but you still can't lie on an official government document, which is what maybe,
or
who knows?
He lied in his book just to sell books.
Well, that's what
Would you argue?
That's what he might have to argue.
Yeah.
Because if these visa documents come out and there's provable evidence that he didn't disclose what he should have disclosed on a government official document, then Trump could either deport him or do what he's doing to Mayor Eric Adams, which is basically say, you're mine now.
Yes.
If you speak out against me, if you don't do my bidding, then
you're gone.
Oh, so man. I do believe that Trump is going to own Harry in a certain way. That do you want to live here or not? If you want to live here, you need to play by Trump's rules. I think that's where we're going to be at in no time flat.
But then if you're Prince Harry and you're like, yeah, I put it in my book, prove that it's true. What are they going to do? How do you prove that?
Well, Trump can do whatever he wants.
Look, if you're arrested, there's proof, right? And if you're arrested, there's actual, like,
you said it in your
evidence.
book, though. You said it in your book.
That's not an official.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a tricky thing. These visa documents are going to be unsealed like early March.
Ooh.
And we're going to know.
Oh, Pisces season.
Oh, no.
It's rocky right now in the celestials.
Is it?
Yes. In astrology, all the signs are getting rocked right
Very
now.
rocky, very meteor-y rocky.
Yeah, they said there's a lot of lessons that each sign is learning, some more than others right now. So, early March, I hope it gets postponed for his sake. At least in astrology world.
Okay. Read out some of the comments, Charlie.
All right. For the DJ Khaled story, Teresa said, coffin? That would scare the crap out of me. Yeah, it would scare me too. For the Baldwin story about them having the new reality show and the first episode coming out, 949, that's Orange County, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I dated a lot of guys out there. I think 949 Queen B said, I'm happy Alec Baldwin has his own show. Everyone's been too hard on them. It was an accident, and people need to stop demonizing him. I'll definitely be watching.
I'll definitely be watching too, but it's just interesting because Alec Baldwin would hate someone like me more than any. Like, if I was to pick the celebrity who hates paparazzi the most, it would be Alec Baldwin, without a doubt.
Yeah, but I mean,
so he hates.
So you mean like it's what's the word? Like, it's weird that he's getting into reality TV when he hates paparazzi.
Oh, well, definitely. And also, it's just hard for me to like a guy who would hate me. But I'm softening on him, and maybe he's softening on me.
I do agree, though, with the comment saying that the killing was an accident.
It was.
Lisa said, no way I'll be watching that. He is a baby. He's definitely a baby. He's baby raising babies.
Yes.
For the Prince Harry story, Amanda said, he argues that his book is fiction or closely based off his life. Will that make everything else he said in the book less credible? Or, yeah, I definitely think
Yeah, if he
so.
says that's a lie, I was only lying just
Then
to
it's like,
sound
what else
cool.
is a lie?
Yeah.
Didn't he say he got like frostbite on his like pee-pee?
He said todger.
Yeah,
He used the word todger.
Todger.
Jolly todger.
A couple miscellaneous comments. Wow, a lot from you guys today. I'm scared. Steven said, I love the Charlies. My day isn't the same without the Charlies.
Wow.
Aw,
Thank you,
I
Steven.
feel like we need to get shirts or something.
You get shirts made?
Yeah, doesn't your wife, Charlie's wife, Erin, is an amazing, graphic designer?
She is.
She made you some shirts
You
in
want
the
some TMZ
past.
podcast t-shirt?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
The Charlies.
And Amanda said, always listen to you guys on the way home. I'm off today and was able to watch you guys live for the first time. It's nice to put a face to the voice. Wow, you've never seen us? I'm curious, do our voices match up to our faces? Like kind of like a Love is Blind thing. You know how it's like weird when
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah.
in the pods and they see each other in person and it's like, oh, I'm trying to connect the voice to the face.
Well, I mean, now we should refer to MM's comment next. I mean, if you're wondering what I look like, it's something like Jason Momoa.
Oh, God. Eminem said, Charlie Cotton, I love how you relate to Jason Momoa and Prince Harry.
Yes.
He said he loves how you relate. Not that you do.
I
look
am
like
a
them.
good mix between Jason Momoa, Prince Harry, and maybe chucking
Well,
like
I
Chris
don't-
Hemsworth.
Okay, you are. Those drugs you said you weren't doing earlier,
Right,
you're
right.
definitely on those drugs right now.
Right.
Jen said, I love your sweater. Where'd you get it? Oh my God. You guys, this is like so ancient. Like, I think I had this when I first started. I've been here for 12 years. This thing is like, I'm surprised it's still intact. It's 100% Forever 21.
Forever 21.
Yeah, back when I used to shop. I don't shop there anymore. I think when I turned like 30, I was like, I gotta let it go. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
this weekend, I'm
What?
getting a new car.
You're getting a new car this
Yep,
weekend.
new ride. Same exact thing that I have now, just newer.
Oh. You're not gonna have like a convertible or
I mean, it has a sunroof.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. So maybe I'll pick you up and go for a little ride.
I'm
Sunroof
good.
open, hair blowing in the wind.
I'm busy.
You're not busy.
I'm not busy.
What are you doing this weekend?
Kids stuff probably, parties, you know.
Aw.
You never ask anyone with a toddler what are they doing this weekend. Just toddler stuff.
Do you get naps?
No.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm not having kids. I need my Neff
You
nap.
have no idea. You have no idea.
Oh, no.
Terrible.
Oh,
Terrible.
shit.
It is like surprising I can come in here and hold a conversation. Like
What do
credit
you
for
mean
me.
by that? Because you're always like, oh, baby, come here, baby. Like talking in baby voice. And it's like hard to be an
because
adult.
I'm awake all night. And then I
From
come in
what?
here. For what? I have 2 kids. I have a 6-month-old
Why
and
don't
a
you just say,
4-year-old.
go to sleep, lay down, it's
Oh,
bedtime?
Charlie.
What?
Charlie.
Don't they listen to you?
Bless you.
Oh, they don't listen to you. Oh.
No, they're 2-year-old. There's a 4-year-old and a 6-month. They don't
Do
listen
they
to
listen
me.
to Aaron?
No.
Whoa.
Whatever you say, they do the opposite.
Why'd
anyway.
you sign up for that?
Oh, because the love is there.
Is
know,
it? I'm
the
not
love is
feeling
there.
the love from this conversation at all.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie.
And we'll see you guys here tomorrow.
Monday.
Monday.
Woo!
See you guys
Happy
on Monday.
weekend.
Okay, goodbye.